It's awesome to have friends who do cool things. So today I'm going to the Spirit of St. Louis Airport. And this is my friend Dustin. Hey, good to see you, man.
Good seeing you, Pastor King.
Yeah, so what are you going to be wearing? Is this what you're wearing?
I was thinking I would just wear this.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I feel a little bit overdressed. How long have you been a pilot for?
3 years. This is a 1963 172D, and it's what I got my pilot's license in and have been flying ever since.
And by flying on this plane, we're going to learn something about Jonah. So Dustin, we're actually going to be talking about Jonah, and most people think of Jonah as sort of a water story. So this plane can land on the water, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, well, this was a short children's message. We'll see you guys next week. Now hold on, wait a minute. This actually does still fit in a couple of ways. You see, Jonah was running away from God. Now back in Jonah's day, the fastest way away from God's plan was to hop on a boat. Nowadays, this is the fastest way to get from point A to point B. What's the top speed of this puppy?
The never exceed speed is 175.
You'd probably hire somebody like Dustin to fly you around. Let's go. But that's not the main reason that I'm in a plane talking about Jonah. Now, I don't know how to fly a plane. If I got in this plane by myself, it would just sit here. The last 9 times that I was in a plane like this, I jumped out of it when we were in the air. So just like remind me not to do that. No jumping.
Yep.
But this is really cool. Dustin showed me how to steer and climb and direct the plane. He's a brave man. And he let me do it. Now, did I mention that I don't know how to fly a plane? But Dustin knows what he's doing. He knows the airplane. He knows the rules. He knows the flight plan. So I just did the things that he told me to do. He says, pull up, and I pull up. He says, steer us to the right, I steer us to the right. Now, the biggest deal about Jonah wasn't the big fish, even though that's the part that we remember. It was that God cared about these mean, bad people in Nineveh. He could have wiped them out, but he wanted to give them a chance. So God let Jonah be part of his plan. And even when Jonah was disobedient and tried to book the first boat out of town, God forgave Jonah, and he still said, I want you to be in my plan. God's plan then was to save the people of Nineveh from getting wiped out. God's plan today is to save people from being wiped out. And he did that through Jesus. And now God wants you to be part of his plan. So get this, he hands you the controls and says, I know what I'm doing. Just do what I ask you to do. When God tells you to ask someone how you can pray for them, you ask them. When God tells you to tell a friend that you're concerned about them, you go to them. Now, was flying an airplane a little scary? Yeah, it was. But once I did it, and knowing that Dustin was there and that he was in control, that made it a lot of fun. Hey, Dustin, thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks, great flight.
God is with you. He was with Jonah. He's in control, and you get to be part of his plan. Have fun.